on the way.
BoogeyMan band coming round the bend. Is BoogeyMan band? Is BoogeyMan band?
Greetings, my fellow Fright Fiends, and thanks so much for dropping by the Horror Zone channel. I hope everyone's doing well. This is a Spooky Screenings, and it's going to be a Spooky Screenings talking about the film Night Swim. This is a film that opened a couple weeks ago. I'm recording this on the 16th of January. The movie opened on the 5th of January, so it's been in the theater for 11 days. It's gotten really bad reviews across the board. People just don't like it. They've called it, a typical January horror film dumping ground, which is, kind of what studios do with films that they're not really proud of. It's kind of fluxed a little bit in recent years. It used to be notoriously that January and like early September were dumping grounds, but last year Megan did, or Mithrigan, or however you want to call it, did really well. Was pretty universally loved. I didn't care for that film at all, and I don't get the hype on it, but again, I'm not the demographic for that. But I was really curious about this one just because, number one, I'm a huge fan of Wyatt Russell, the son of Kurt Russell. I've liked him in everything I've seen him in, and the fact that he was the star of this film. It is produced by James Wan, who I'm a big fan of, and the fact that it deals with a subject matter that I had as a kid, fear of swimming pools. My grandparents had a pool when I was a kid, and I used to swim in it all the time, but I was always scared of the deep end of the pool. I always thought there was something that lived in the deep end of the pool, especially a couple times where sometimes they lived in an area where there was a lot of trees. Sometimes they would get where the water would get cloudy and you couldn't see all the way to the bottom, so I always thought something was hiding down there. But the subject matter of Night Swim, just based on the trailer, intrigued me about this thing that was living in this family's pool that moved into this house. And right there I said, well, I'm interested in seeing it. And it was kind of this past weekend, Saturday, I went to the movies by myself. Got a Fandango gift card from friends of mine, my goddaughter's parents, and just said, hey, it's like it'd be fun to go and check this movie out. Forced into early retirement by a degenerative illness, former baseball player Ray Waller moves into a new house with his wife and 2 children. He hopes that the backyard swimming pool will be fun for his kids and provide physical therapy for himself. However, a dark secret from the home's past soon unleashes a malevolent force that drags the family into the depths of inescapable terror. Movie stars Wyatt Russell as Ray Waller, Carrie Condon as Eve Waller, Amelia Ho Furley, I don't know if I said that right, as Izzy Waller, and Gavin Warren as Elliot Waller. The movie is based on a short film by Rod Blackhurst and Bryce McGuire. They both are responsible for the screenplay and story, and the movie was directed by Bryce McGuire. So what did I think of Night Swim? Am I in the camp that hates it and thinks it's just an abomination and, worst thing that's ever been put in theaters? No. Again, I don't do movie reviews. Again, that's why I do Spooky Screenings, because I go into these films just with an open mind as much as possible, just looking to enjoy myself, and I had a good time with Night Swim. Is it the best horror movie ever made? No. Is it something that has a lot of CGI in it? At moments, yes. But there are moments in this film that were really creepy, and it really establishes mood, especially at the beginning when you're kind of setting up, that there is something supernatural going on with this swimming pool. And they did some shots that were kind of out of focus. So you see something in the background, and that was really, really well done. And just some of the, there's a lot of moments in this film that kind of play like the Amityville Horror, especially something that happens to the lead, the Ray Waller character, and he kind of becomes almost possessed in portions. You can see this in the trailers, and I'm sure that other people have mentioned it in reviews. But I thought the cast was really strong, especially, of course, who I went to see, which is Wyatt Russell. There's just something warm and welcoming about him in films, and I just love everything the guy does. And I think without his strong presence, as well as Carrie Condon, who was in The Banshees of Inisherin, she was great as his wife in it, and they have a great dynamic. I love the kid that played his son in the film, and Gavin Warren. I thought Gavin Warren did a great job. The actress that played Izzy, that character is probably my least favorite in the film, just because she's a very kind of cold and sarcastic character. As things become a little more extreme as the film goes on, you warm to her character a little bit, but out of the family, she was my least favorite. But I thought there was some really good set pieces in it, and there was a couple of moments that really shocked me, especially like the ending. I was kind of surprised where they went at the end. And like I said, they did use some CGI in it, which is kind of typical of some James Wan, produced films, and even some of the films he directs. But there was some moments in this film that were really creepy, and I think it's just that it was that out of focus stuff where it's like, when you come up out of the water and you're kind of just trying to get your focus a little bit. There was some moments like that that really, really made my skin crawl. And again, this movie's not going to win any awards. It's not going to win any people over. But, again, go into it with an open mind. I think sometimes we take things a little too seriously with some films. And people like stuff that's really heavy-handed sometimes. And sometimes I just want to go and see something fun and silly and, exciting. And like I said, not the greatest film that I've seen, but I had a lot of fun with this, and I would recommend it to people to at least give it a chance. Curious what other people think about Night Swim. If you've seen it, share your thoughts down in the comment section below. Would love to hear from everyone. And one more thing, I want to thank my friend Kanan Becker, Ghost Pirate Entertainment. He recommended my top 10 of 2023 top 10 horror films to his the Ghost Pirate crew, he calls them. And I got a really big uptick in subscribers and people saying, the Ghost Pirate sent me and stuff like that. So it was really, really cool, really, really unexpected. Kanan's a great guy, and I can't recommend him enough. And even though we don't always see eye to eye on things, there's a mutual respect, and I can't support that guy enough. So thank you to everybody that came over and commented on my top 10 of 2023 top 10 horror films, and I will be getting back to everybody. And thank you all for supporting what I do here. I am actively working on my book right now, as well as trying to just do a video at least every so often here on the channel space. A lot of work, and it's been a rough start to 2024, but things always get better. But just want to thank everyone. Hope everyone's doing well, and I'll talk to you again real soon. Take it easy, stay scared as always. Hey, my fellow Fright Fiends, I just want to thank everyone for supporting BoogeyMan Ben's Horror Zone. If you haven't yet subscribed and you'd like to, please hit the subscribe button down below. Click the bell notification so you're updated every time I drop a new video. I try to drop a video at least once or twice a week. The Horror Zone is a passion of mine, and it really makes me happy that I can share that passion with all of you guys. Thanks so much again for the support, and I'll talk to you again real soon. Take it easy, stay scared as always.